welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Spider-Man Homecoming Hot Toys figure, MMS 426, 1/6 scale collectible figure. The deluxe version. I did spring for the deluxe version. I figured for the extra 10-20 bucks, it might be worth it. I don't think I'll ever use the coat and hoodie that come with the figure, the extra coat and hoodie, but I will display it with the Vulture's mask. So without further ado, we'll take a look at the front. Really cool box art, like Hot Toys always does. And if you can see here, there is reflective part of the box. The trim on the Spider-Man suit is reflective, as well as the logo. I think that added a really nice effect to the packaging, as well as the Spider logo in behind. That is the front. And around back is more of a comic book sketch of the character. And going right back around. And like the Man of Steel Hot Toys figures, it's almost like a book opening to the figure inside. You can see all the extra eyes. The Tom Holland Peter Parker head sculpt. The Vulture mask, which is one of the exclusive items. And the backpack. Some web effect. Thinking those are extra web shooters, possibly. The extra sets of hands. The gliding web effect for under his arms, which we saw in the movie. The extra mask for when you have the Tom Holland Peter Parker head sculpt out. A copy of Science Today. I'm kind of interested to see. I think I've heard that it's actually, you can open it and it's got pages, but we'll see. The headphones, and back up to the extra set of eyes, and of course the figure inside. Let's get them open. One more thing I did forget about was the effect that you saw at the end of Civil War. I think it's his projection from the suit is on the cover across from the figure, along with all the people who actually made this figure, the cast and crew. All right, let's get into it. And I did find the coat, and that comes with the figure, as well as the hoodie behind it. Those come with the deluxe version. It's actually in behind the clamshell plastic, and right on the backing inside the package. So those are the two of the three exclusive items. Like I said, I don't think I'll use them yet, but who knows? I have that option one day if I want to use them. They're there. But that's where you can find it if you get the deluxe version. Okay guys, so I finally took some time. Took a couple hours last night. It's a new day, but I actually took some time to pose this thing and take a look at it. Something came up last night. Couldn't finish the review last night, but that's why it may look a little different, a little more light. But here he is out of the box. Looks fantastic. The blue is more of a shiny plastic-like material, and the red is more of a fabric material. I decided to go with a web shooting pose for the first attempt. He actually comes with different web shooters. This one has a slot for the web to come out. The other ones don't, so if you just want to pose them without any web accessories. He does come with multiple different styles of webbing, the extra shooters, the pair of headphones, the book bag, the extra mask. The deluxe version did come with this really cool Vulture mask. I thought Michael Keaton did a really great job as Vulture. And I think this piece was the one. This piece was the one I was most looking forward to getting from the deluxe version. So yeah, happy to get that one with it. But yeah, it comes with the other false mask in case you want to use the alternate head sculpt, the Tom Holland head sculpt. but it doesn't really stand up on its own. So yeah, there's the head sculpt. And I was right about the book. When you open it up, it actually has different pages that you can open it to. And yeah, it's just like a real book. But it comes with all that. The base is actually pretty cool. I don't like how it looks like you can see the glue on the corners right in there. You can see kind of the glue and how it's held on at the edges. I think the Batman v Superman bases and the Man of Steel ones are way better in this aspect. But still a cool base. I like the graphics on it. And it's got the nameplate right there with Peter Parker below. So I like the nameplate. It's very similar to the Batman v Superman style, the shape, without the extra piece that kind of flips up. But still a cool base. I got the dynamic stand on it right now. He's kind of in a leaping pose. I'll give you a 360. This side actually doesn't have the seam. You can see kind of the trim. There is the spider on his back. Obviously from the back you're going to get that, you're going to be able to see the neck joint. Still pretty cool. I mean, my first Spider-Man Hot Toys figure. Really glad I got my pre-order in on this one though. And yeah, I kind of got him with this hand on right now. You can see, don't know if you can focus there. You can actually see in the palm the web shooter portion on that hand. And yeah, back to the front, but right under this arm you can see where the seam is. Now I'm afraid that at some point if I put him in too much of a crazy pose it will snap and the seam will come undone. Really hoping that doesn't happen. I've seen other Hot Toys, some other collectors have shown photos of the suit wearing out around the knees, or just the fabric they use, the materials they're using kind of fading. So I don't know if I want to put him in too much of a crazy pose. So when I started, I just kind of put him in this leaping pose. I didn't bend the knees too much. Try not to bend the elbows or the shoulders. The articulation is almost 100% perfect on this thing. Like you can actually like, distort him into this crazy pose, which Spider-Man should be in. But as for right now, I'm really kind of worried about that. If I want to, I've got the extra hand pieces. And I've also got those, like I said, the web shooter. So I don't know, I might switch it up a bit. If I do, it'll probably be a similar, less movement, maybe. I don't know if I want to use the dynamic stand yet, but I've got it on there for now. I'm going to get this guy in a display. I think I'm going to start a Detolf just for Marvel Hot Toys. I've got one for the DC Hot Toys, obviously. Everything I've got now is mainly DC. This is my first real Marvel big figure. I don't have the extra eyes out yet. I don't want to lose them, but I may change the eyes up at some point. I think they just kind of pop out of there and you just replace them. But yeah, really happy with this new purchase. Really happy I decided to go with both Marvel and DC Hot Toys. Yeah, I love both. I don't understand being so crazy for one that you deny the other, or you don't collect the other, don't watch the other movies. It was a fantastic movie. Tom Holland did a great job, and I'm just happy to have this new piece in my collection. And I'll get it in there, and hopefully, if you guys have the chance, I know it's waitlisted right now on Sideshow's website. Sideshow is the way to go about getting these. You can put payment plan, go by month. I'm not sponsored by them by any means, not with the limited amount of followers I have now, but if you go with Sideshow, you can do the payment plan, which I find is the best way to do this. Unfortunately for me, I only had my pre-order put in when this one released, so it's going to be a big bulk sum. I think in Canadian, with the exchange and everything, it's about $400 for this figure with the customs fees and the shipping and everything, but well worth it to me. You can make great poses with this guy. I will be back when I figure out what final pose I want to keep him in. But for me right now, I'm going to give this figure an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Okay guys, so I finally got him into a pose that I really, really like. Not 100% finished with it yet, but yeah, you can see I got him kind of slinging web out to the side. And when I was trying to do this, unfortunately, some of the webbing actually broke. It is extremely flimsy. So yeah, that brings it down to the 8.5. I thought it was a little bit stronger than that, and just trying to get it into the hand, the gripping hand, it actually snapped right off. So you got to be very careful with the webbing when you are putting the webbing into the hand. Still a great figure, still looks awesome, and I haven't really found anything other than that that's really kind of ticked me off. But still definitely worth the $300 to $400 Canadian if you can get it. I know it's waitlisted again, but yeah, there it is. I'm going to get him in the Detolf and we'll take a look at him in there. And there we have it, everyone. Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming in my Detolf. I just put a little sticky tack on there to hold that on. Fixed the webbing. Took the same piece that broke off at the tip and kind of just bent it up in there. Kind of looks alright. Gonna keep him in this pose for a while. Not bending the joints too much. The only other thing I've noticed is that the fabric does bunch up at the ankle. So if I was to straighten the foot out, you're going to see a little bit of tuck going on in there. But still a really cool figure. Definitely worth it. My favorite Spider-Man suit to date. Had to get it. This is my 7th Hot Toys figure. First for Marvel. Really great piece. Glad I added it to the collection. And yeah, I think it looks really good right here. Anyways, guys, that is it for this review. Hopefully you found this informative. Hopefully you will make a decision if you do find it to pick it up or not. Really good figure. Happy I got it again. And yeah, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like rating. Subscribe to my channel for more great stuff. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now Vero. All the links to that will be down below. And I will see you guys all on my next video.